coming. Let's get started.
Let's get started. Right, okay. I can't. Look, whoever's here in chat at the moment, I can't stop yawning at the moment. So if I fall asleep on stream, I'm just say I'm doing a Daniel. Daniel's
Yeah,
here.
we'll just call you Daniel for a year.
Yeah. We'll call you Kelsey and me Daniel.
Oh, boy.
But no, I've had a long day at work today, so I've been yawning now. It's the third big yawn in the last 2 minutes. I'm sorry.
Right through.
Hello. Welcome to the stream, people. I am joined by Daniel in the form of Nunzacool and Joker, who has never released his real name on Tinternet. I don't believe. I know his real name. Yeah. Oh, hello, Straw Piglet, and hello, Mercurius.
God,
chat.
not even started yet.
Not even started. No. Look at this already. Who got those? Who got them? Have I got to go and look for myself? I have, haven't I?
IQ's being heroic.
He's heroing. He's in heroic at the moment. So he's being a hero. I need a hero.
Better than Lost in France.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so we had JC, CK Mission, Tommy Bravo, Dirty Basement Terrain, and Michael Fee. So, yes, supervillains must not reveal their true identities. Isn't that right, Joker? Isn't that right? Yes. Hello, Iman. How are you doing? How's heroic going? I'm still yawning. Stop it, John. Maybe I should have made myself a strong cup of tea or something rather than bought myself a bottle of pop. But hey ho,
You could have done both.
I could have done. Hello, Grim Squirrel. Right. Looks like chat are alive. Chat is alive with the sound of me singing.
Yawning.
Right. More animals in the house, indeed. So we need a squirrel hermit now. Any other?
Manfred
Oinking, yes. Got no one with cat related names, have we? No. I mean, I've probably seen a few nuns around who've been a bit animal-like. Right. Thank you, Mercurius, for the 5 memberships. Absolutely wonderful, as always. Keeps me ticking along. Hopefully go to Clericon again this year, and whatever's in the account I have linked to this will just be Clericon funds. Simple as that. That's what it was last year. So I'm going to keep doing. Right, this is the book we were reading. I did say last stream would be the last one, but we did sort of finish some way into it. So I've got 331 written down here. Let me have a little look. Okay, yeah, we've just done the room with the mirror and got the ice ring. We've not looked in the mirror. We've left the room, and leaving the room is 331. And that it all comes flooding back. Superb. I will warn everyone now. My son has gone to a party tonight. Do you remember the last time he went to a party while I was doing a Friday night stream?
Yep.
Is his good lady with him?
I don't know.
To bring him back again?
I don't know. Because last time he discovered vodka And I had the wife on the phone, getting my attention because I have my phone up here with me, saying, just going to have to go and pick Jake up. He's being sick. And went downstairs, and there was Jake in our porch going all over the place, having thrown his guts up because he discovered vodka. Yes. That was when he was
Officially
17.
an item yet?
I don't think so. Don't know. He's very cagey. So,
That's a yes then.
hello, Ernie. Hello, Jeb. Hello, yes.
That's
Thank
just
you.
to stop the 101 questions from father.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm very easygoing. I've told him what I was like when I was his age. And as long as he doesn't
Half
inform
the
me, as long as he doesn't inform me I'm about to become a granddad, then I'm fine with it. It's as simple as that. Look, I can't talk. I can't preach
I
because
know.
I wasn't the best behaved of 18, 19, 20-year-olds. So
With
I
my
know the
right mind
mistakes.
is-
I know the mistakes I made, but I do believe in people being able to learn from mistakes. And I'll warn them against the worst.
Oh,
things.
definitely.
But when it comes to just having a good time, having a few beers, meeting girls, that sort of thing, just be careful. I don't want to be a granddad yet, and I don't want to come to the hospital and see you having your stomach pumped. So,
No.
but anything short of that, just you're okay. You're okay. Be a lad.
The best thing about a son over a daughter,
Mm.
with a son, they only have to worry about one pecker. With a daughter, you got to worry about every pecker.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But there again, my daughter could kick ass, so I'm not all that worried about her. Yeah, but hey ho.
Yeah,
She's-
I wouldn't like to see the angry side of her. Knowing the videos I've seen of her fighting.
Yeah. She's a bit of a tough case, but she's so polite and so in control. She
Oh
knows
yeah,
her own mind.
just don't want to be anyone that sees her on the bad side of it. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's smacked me before, and I felt it. I didn't half feel it. I didn't hit her back, but yeah, she's whopped me. You remember? I mean, she was in the Great Britain judo team. She took up boxing for 4 weeks. Only 4 weeks. She'd got none of the technique, but she had to stop doing it because she got injured playing football. And she decided to give boxing a miss because she was pushing things a bit too far. But it was the 3rd or 4th week I was there, and they came up to me and said, "Okay, tell us, what has she done? What has she done before? She's done something." I was like, "Well, she was in the Great Britain judo team." And the coach was turned to the other coach and went, "See, told you so. There's no way a girl gets that strong without something." And apparently she was punching the big bag harder than a girl who was fighting in the British Championships of a similar age. So she got a huge punch on, no technique. Didn't know how any technique. She was just punching so hard, though. Anyway. She could bench press my body weight when she was 13.
Damn.
Indeed. And there's nothing to her. Right, I'm going to read the next bit. We've just left the room with the mirror. The corridor turns sharply left, and you head east until you come to another door in the right-hand wall. You listen at the door, but do not hear anything. If you want to open the door, tell me. If you want to carry on walking along the corridor, say so. At that time, I weighed 73 kilos, and she weighed about 50. I remember her. It was on a machine. It wasn't a free bar. It was on a machine, and she managed to press full extension. 70. It was 73, 74 kilos, and my weight was 70, 72, 73. So in pounds, that is
About 150.
about 160.
Yeah.
160-ish. And she weighed about 105 pounds when she did that. So, anyway, we got to vote. So, do we didn't hear anything listening at the door. Do we open the door or do we carry on walking?
Door.
Door.
Yeah.
I think her record was 80 press-ups in a minute. It's 80 push-ups for Americans. And she could do about 20 pull-ups as well, for the pull-up bar.
Mm.
She managed to do about 20 of those. I can only do 1 or 2. Hey, you're wrong with the pun.
That's a dad joke.
It is. I'm not sure she could do 20 now because she doesn't focus on the strength training so much. It's more stamina. But also she's intentionally put on weight to make her more robust for football because she was very lightweight.
Mm.
She moved to play midfield. She needs to be a bit tougher. So she intentionally put on about 25 to 30 pounds in the right places. I mean, she didn't just pile it on by putting on a belly. She trained up to it.
Mm.
That's after she finished judo. Okay, so the door. 272. Did we die yet? No, Halakart. No.
I like yeah, yes, yet.
We've already chosen. Straw. The door opens into a large room that appears to be an old library. There are floor-to-ceiling wooden bookcases lining the walls and bookshelves set in rows on the floor, all crammed with dusty, leather-bound books. There is a musty smell in the cool air. Cobwebs hang from the shelves, and the floor is littered with paper and debris. Do we look at some of the books, or do we close the door and carry on up the corridor?
Oh, look at the books.
We're adventurers, aren't we?
Yeah.
Halakar's a bit behind. We've already gone through the door, Halakar. Catch up. Looking at the debris is not one of the options. Make a spot hidden check then, please, Mercurius. While they're down there, make a constitution saving throw, please, because you've just inhaled a load of poisonous spores. So there you go. So we've got 5 votes for books, 1 for debris, and 1 for open the door, which is Halakar when he's behind. He'll hopefully catch up in a minute or 2. Anybody else voting? Halakar is behind because he's talking about dad jokes. Halakar, you're lagging. Yes, indeed, Mercurius. They probably do, Straw, because it readies them for the outside world in Australia. Yes. Taipans, brown snakes, tiger snakes as well. Funnel webs. Redbacks. What have I missed? Box jellyfish. Kangaroos punching you in the nads. And don't forget the bunyips in the billabongs. Death adders, okay. Suitably named. But it's the bunyips and the drop bears you really want to worry about. Bunyips hide in the billabongs. Drop bears hide in the trees. Don't know what camel spiders are. Might Google them. Search for secret doors. Okay, Halakar. Okay. Search for catching up on the stream, Halakar. Right, we're going to look at the books. 31. You scan the shelves quickly and see spell books, treasure books, history books, mythology books, books of maps, books of monsters, books on the undead, books on the heroes of Alancia, books of artifacts, books of potions, and more. There are hundreds of books in the library, of which 3 titles intrigue you most. Do we leave the library? Do we look at the book entitled Dead and Undead? Do we look at the book entitled Mages and Magic? Or do we open the book entitled Dungeon of Despair?
I'm
Dead.
taking either mages or undead.
Well, you've got to pick one. With my pencil gone. Oh.
Let's go undead.
Where's my pencil? I'm going to have to use a pen for this. Oh, knobs. So you've gone for undead. Joker's gone for undead as well. We've got Brian going for dead. Jeb going for dead. Halakar going for mages. Straw Piglet going for Dungeon of Despair. Ernie going for mages. The Erotic Adventures of Zagor. Luckily there isn't. YouTube falling behind Discord. Okay.
Normally it does by about 3 seconds.
It can do.
Yeah.
It can do. At the moment, we have 4 votes for Dead and Undead, 1 from Mages and Magic, 3 for Mages and Magic, and 1 for Dungeon of Despair. We're going to vote for Undead from Mercurius. So it takes the Undead one onto 5. We have 13 people in, so 14. Pardon me. Any more votes? Nah.
I thought Brian said
16.
look for Dirty Mages for a second.
Dirty Mages. Change your vote to Erotic Adventures. Okay. Yes. No.
Or the misfortunes of Katie Price.
You know what? When she was young,
She was.
she was a pretty girl when she first appeared on the pages of magazines and newspapers. What did she do to herself?
I don't know. No, what you should say is what she's still doing to herself.
Yeah. She's a bloody lunatic. Anyway. I blame Hollywood. All these good-looking women who think they need plastic surgery and don't realize that quite often they'll look better if they just grow old gracefully.
Yeah, but when you're talking about Katie Price, you are talking about who actually started the trend. She was around the same decade.
Yeah. I mean, look at Susanna Hoffs. I mean, I do frequently look at Susanna Hoffs. Doesn't look like she's had anything done to her.
I mean, I was going to say, with all her faults, even Pamela Anderson. I mean,
her boobs aren't real though.
No, I know, but that's about all she's done. I mean, it's the same as Dolly.
Yeah.
And now Pamela Anderson spends most of the time not in makeup.
Yeah. One of the most attractive women on British TV used to be Leslie Ash when she was younger.
Oh, before she done her lips, yeah.
Yeah, and she had her lips done. Oh my God, she looked ridiculous. She was gorgeous when she was younger.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dead and Undead 248. What about Samantha Fox? Seriously, what about Samantha Fox? Okay, there's two things about Samantha Fox, but Brian, she won't be interested in you. You've got the wrong thing between your legs. Yes, I said Susanna Hoffs. I mentioned that fine woman, most streams.
How dare you, Miss Jet?
Oh, Jet, yeah, she was good. She was nice. Jet from Gladiators. The pages in the book are yellow and brittle, and some fall apart when you touch them. The book is full of descriptions and illustrations of undead creatures and tortured souls. On the centre pages, there is a pen and ink illustration of a long-haired man in tattered clothing, who is chained to a dungeon wall with his head bowed. There are some words below the illustration in a language you do not understand, which read, Nush Na Magar. If you want to say the words out loud, say so, or do we close the book? Do we say Nush Na Magar out loud?
No, we don't want Beetlejuice.
Or do we close the book? If we close the book, we automatically leave the library. I'll tell you that now.
Oh.
Say it or leave. Those are options.
In that case, let's say it.
Yeah, say it.
It's 3 votes for say it. Nushna Makar. Say it. Hello, Richard.
Unless somebody from the dark shadows says, now you must say it 2 more times.
Nushna Makar. Nushna Makar. Nushna Makar. Okay. But say the words. I've said them enough.
Yeah.
As soon as you've uttered the words, the illustration starts to move on the page. The man's head lifts, and you see he has a broken jaw, and his mouth is hanging open. His sickly white eyes are bulgy and red-rimmed, and his skull has a deep wound in it like it has been struck with an axe. He starts to wrestle with the chains that hold him. Do we keep the book open, or do we close the book and leave the library? Keep the book open, or leave.
Leave it open.
You've got 1 leave, 1 keep it open. What? 2, 3, 4 more votes for keeping it open. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 votes. Yeah, we're keeping it open, aren't we? Yes. Yeah. Hello, Noosorian. Keep the book open. 96. You watch the man break free from his chains and suddenly leap off the page. He lands on the floor and grows quickly into a life-size figure standing opposite you. With green bile spilling out of his broken mouth, he utters a sickly, gurgling sound from the back of his throat and lunges forward to grab you with his manacled hands. The spell has released the undead. Lose a luck point. Ah. You're being attacked by a flesh-eating zombie and you must defend yourself. And here is some aardvark.
Oh,
That's a good zombie, isn't it?
yeah.
Mhm.
That's it. That's a proper zombie. I like the artwork in this book. It's been good so far. The zombie lunges forward to grab you with its manacled hands. That's what it says under that. Okay, we fight it. Skill 7, stamina 7. Okay, I'll make a note. We've got skill 10, stamina 17. Oh my god. Right, will be these ones. And the zombie can be these ones. There we go. You ready? 5, 7 is enough for us to win. Because we have a 3-point advantage. That's a win as well. 9, 11 with our 3-point advantage is fine. One more. There we go. 3 rounds. Done. Done. If you win, turn to 3, 3, 8. The zombie turns to dust on the floor, leaving behind nothing more than its manacles. If you've not done so already, you can either open the book entitled Mages and Magic, open the book entitled Dungeon of Despair, or leave the library.
Let's try the book,
Okay, which one?
Dungeon of Despair.
Joker?
Despair.
Spell? Mages. Oh, chat to disagreeing with you, pair. They've all gone for mages and magic so far. Oh, Mercurius goes for dungeon, so it's 3, 3. Yes, 5 XP. You get more than 5 XP for a zombie, don't you? They're 2 hit dice creatures. I thought they'd be 20 plus 2 per hit point, typically, in AD&D. They'd be worth about 60 odd XP in 2nd edition. Something like that. Was it 35? And in basic D&D, I think they'd be worth about 15. No, Coco, no. One more mages, one more dungeons. So we are. Do we mages and magic, dungeons of despair, or leave the library? I believe it was role play the hard way or something. Oh. Not the Sean you're thinking of, probably, Straw. Oh, I was thinking. Right, here's where I got confused. Mages and magic. Okay, mages and magic. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking, but Mages Musings hasn't written a book. And then I get it now. I'm just being stupid. It's just that there's another Sean. There's been a few Seans I've encountered while I've been gaming. But Shonna's real name was Sean, and he wrote a book entitled Role Playing the Hard Way. Did you know that? Indeed, he has passed away. It's always sad when people do. I'm going to mention, so I did mean to mention on Wednesday, we did lose one of our own this week. In case you didn't hear and haven't seen, Bob Hastings passed away last weekend, and Bob has been in on my Wednesday and Friday streams in chat quite a lot recently. I met him at Clericon. He's a lovely guy, and he was a really good DM. Proper old school DM, ran a really good puzzle dungeon for us using basic D&D. Thoroughly enjoyable on the Saturday morning game, and he was he'll be sadly missed because he was really nice, really easygoing, really soft spoken, easy to talk to, and such a shame. Never knew he was ill. He didn't mention it at all at Clericon. He was sat down a lot, but I put that down because he was clearly older than a lot of people. So I just put that down to his age. He was in chat as Bob Hastings. Yes. Dungeon Minister's memorial was nice. Yes. Yeah. I mean, yes, he was sat down a lot of the time. He didn't move around as much as everybody else at Clericon. But you put that thing down, because we're all getting a bit old. We all like to sit down now. One of those things. That's sad. Very sad. Excellent, Halakar. Excellent. That's fantastic. Halakar was in the game I played with Bob. It was a good old school D&D game. We all named our characters after rock stars. I was Lemmy. I was a thief. Halakar played Bruce Dickinson. It was. We had fun. We meant to do. Right. We are reading the Mages book. Mm-hmm. 263. When you take the book off the shelf, it begins to give off a shimmering green glow. Do we still open it? Or do we still open this book? Do we try Dungeon of Despair instead? Or do we leave the library?
Let's open it and blow up or get cursed.
Try the other book.
So, my panel are undecided. Oh, nah, my God. Okay, we're at 4 for still opening this book, 1 for trying the other book. Nobody wants to leave. There's going to be something good in the library, isn't there? You hope. Is there a connection between the Dungeon Minister and Clericon? Yes, Brian. The Dungeon Minister organised Clericon. Mystery solved. Okay, so looks like we're leaning towards continuing to open this book. Anybody else want to vote? Anyone want to vote open the other book? As we found out on Wednesday night, I have seen Falling Down.
Falling Down's an excellent movie.
I've watched all the Lord of the Rings films over and over and over again.
It took me
Often.
took me 3 times to see the first one. I kept falling asleep.
Oh, I saw them all. I saw them all at the cinema, and we've got them on the extended DVDs. I bought them straight afterwards.
I have like 3 different sets of them. I got the editor's version, the extended version, and the original. But anyhow, let's open the other book.
I know what happens in Clockwork Orange with the eyes being kept open, so yeah, I do get that reference. I've never seen Clockwork Orange. Yes, we heard the meow as well.
Yeah, that would be my cat being an ass.
Putty tat. I taught a putty tat. Right. 216. Continuing to open this book. You take a deep breath and open the book. The first chapters are histories of good and evil wizards, sorcerers, and necromancers. The other chapters feature lavish illustrations of ingredients that you think are for making potions. Frustratingly, most of the words are in Elvish, which you're unable to read. If it was in Elvis instead of Elvish, you would just go, uh-huh. Sorry, that was a terrible dad joke. But there was some mysterious handwriting in large red letters on the last page of the book that you were able to understand. If you want to utter the words Scoob Edils Tuo, Scoob Edils Tuo, say so. Want to put the book back on the shelf, we can then open one of the other books or we can leave. Now, I'm going to write down SKOOB EDILS TUO. I've noticed something about those letters. So write those down. SKOOB EDILS TUO. Write them down. See what you notice. Maybe straw. What does it spell when you go the other way? SKOOB, as you worked out, that is books backwards. EDILS. What does that spell backwards? TUO.
Okay. Sorry, but I had to get a pen. What is it? SKOOD.
SKOOB.
B. Okay.
EDILS TUO.
Outslide books.
Okay. Do we utter those words? Or do we go for Dungeon of Despair or do we leave?
Utter those words.
You want to utter the words? Joker, do you want to utter the words?
I utter away.
Over 2 for utter. Utter.
Out.
Utter the words, yeah.
Do it now.
Cthulhu Fatan. Slide books indeed. It could be books slide out, depending on how you want to read it.
Could be that. Yeah.
Slide books out. Slide out books. Outslide them. Right. We're uttering 66. You say the words softly, and almost immediately one of the panels in the bookcase set against the far wall begins to slide forward. There's an alcove behind the bookcase where you see a small wooden box on a stone shelf. You shake the box and hear something rattle inside. Do we open the box? Do we read Dungeon of Despair, or do we leave the library? Box, dungeon, library.
Open the box.
I was going to say, where's Bob Monkhouse? Open the box.
Up the box. What's in the box?
No, it
What's
wasn't.
in
It was
the
Desert Connor, weren't it? That's it.
I think Grim just wanted to get on with it. Get
What's in the
on.
box?
It was Des O'Connor would take your pick, weren't it?
Is it going to be my wife's head?
Hello,
Not on the
Spin.
silver platter, unfortunately.
Finn Filker likes box.
Boxes are always good when they're open.
Box is also a euphemism for
What do you think I said the night when they're open?
oh. You were behind, were you, Grim?
It's just a shame they're closed for seven days a month.
What we don't know about Daniel's first 2 wives is they both ended up in boxes. Daniel told me. Really honest.
Well, I never said the one was only 500 yards away and had 5 rifles that could reach her. I would never say that.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Halakar's being naughty in chat. Mark your bingo square. Mark your bingo square. Right. Okay. We're going to open the box. 190. You lift the lid and suddenly feel a sharp pain in your wrist. You have triggered a dart trap. You didn't get a chance to look for traps. Lose 2 stamina points. Okay, you arse. Roll a d6. Oh no. Oh, it says here, if you roll a 6, you must also lose a skill point. Trying to ignore the pain, you pull the small dart out of your wrist and look inside the box to find a small solid copper ball that is etched with a dragon motif. Have a copper ball. Okay. You put it in your backpack and decide what to do next. Do we open the... Okay, we have an option here. Open the book entitled Dungeon of Despair or leave. So, one last book. Straw says Dungeon book. Daniel.
Dungeon.
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 Joker. Dungeon. And read the last book. Okay. Okay. I'm getting the point. Chat. Nobody's saying leave the library. Everyone wants to dive into this last book. Murder 1. Sven Filker. Yes, I have seen Hawaii Five-0. The original series, years ago.
Fuck him, Dano.
There's an original, a movie, and a second series.
My wife has seen the second series. I saw the original. Neither of us has seen the movie.
Do you know how sick I am being called Dano?
Oh, did you get called
I
Dano?
still get called that daily. It's like, dude, that joke's 50 years old. Drop it.
At least you haven't got a name that can be shortened to something rude.
No, it does. It worked the one day without me noticing. My coworker, who's also a good friend, reversed the letters on my name badge from Dan
To
to
Nad.
Nad.
Yes.
That same day that I didn't notice, I got called into HR to get bitched at for something. And the HR manager goes, and your name's even spelled backwards. I'm like, oh my God. And I knew who did it, but I didn't rat him out. I said,
he was probably back in the shop going,
oh, he was laughing his ass off. When I walked out of HR, he was laughing. Yeah. Anyhow, awful Hawaii Five-0.
I think the cruelest joke we ever played on somebody when we were younger. We were at university, and there was a group of us who used to go to the Thursday night it's in alternative music disco type thing. But they always, towards the end of the night when everyone was drunk, they put on Rasputin by Boney M. And one of the guys in our group, Tomo, his name was, could Cossack dance properly. He could do the proper clapping and kicking while sat down sort of thing. And when that came on, he always used to go on the dance floor and Cossack dance. We'd go down, join him on the dance floor and fall over because we couldn't do it. And we'd be drunk as well. Paul, they put Rasputin on. Paul had been eyeing up this girl all night. And as we were all on the dance floor, falling over to Rasputin, he went over to this girl to try and chat her up. What he didn't realize is we saw him and we peeled off the dance floor behind him. And as he was approaching this girl, trying to be all suave and stuff, he'd got a line of drunken Cossack dancers all the way behind him going, hey, 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 and clapping.
Yeah.
He didn't win. He didn't succeed. She just laughed and walked off.
Yeah.
Always. And I don't think he ever realized what had happened. We just thought it'd be really funny to follow him. So we knew exactly where he was going. He'd been watching her all night. She didn't go for it. No. I know. School. I mean, what woman in their right mind wouldn't go for a drunken bloke who's being followed by 5 or 6 more drunken blokes attempting to Cossack dance. Anyway, where was we? Other book, Dungeon of Despair, 152. Rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. You never heard the song, Straw? It was by a band called Boney M, released in about I'm going to say 1978. Or was it 79? 78, I think.
Definitely the 70s.
You begin turning the pages and soon realize that it is a book about the construction of Lord Carnus's dungeon. There are mentions of locks in the bowels of the dungeon and warnings about dragons and demons. Puzzled and wanting to learn more, you skip to the back of the book where you find floor plans of the dungeon. You recognize the entrance and the tunnel, staircase and corridor that led you to the library. On the next page, you see that the east corridor you're in turns north and ends at what looks like a chute down to a tunnel. The following page shows that the north end of this tunnel has 2 rooms off it before coming to a rope bridge off a ravine. The tunnel continues north with another room off it before ending at a T-junction. The rooms on the left side of the tunnel are marked Candle Room and Spider Pit Room. The room on the right side is marked Firewood Room. You turn the page, but much to your annoyance, the remaining pages have been ripped out of the book. You put it back on the shelf and decide what to do. Our only option now is to leave. So I think we should... I'm going to draw that. Right. East corridor turns north and ends in a chute. Chute. North end of this tunnel has 2 rooms off it. Okay. 2 rooms off it before coming to a rope bridge across a ravine. Tunnel continues north with another room off it before ending at a T-junction. And we have Candle, Spider, and Firewood. Okay, I made a note. I've got it written down. No, Brian. No. We should have tea every hour of every day is tea time. So we should go to the T-junction whenever we fancy. Okay, we've looked at the other 2 books, so the only option now is to leave the corridor. I've got Rasputin going on in my head at the moment. Good tune, actually. Ma Baker was another one of those. That was a decent tune as well. Boney M did some decent stuff. Apart from their biggest hit, Rivers of Babylon. I hate that song. Hate that one. Brown Girl in the Ring's crap as well. Mary's Boy Child's crap as well. Sunny is decent. Rasputin's decent, and Ma Baker's decent. I can't remember any more of their hits. Anyone else knows any more Boney M hits without Googling? I'll be impressed. So I've just reeled off 6 that I know. You follow the corridor east until it turns left and heads north. Around the corner, you see the body of a troll guard propped up against the left-hand wall with a bloodied sword across his lap and a small drawstring bag hanging from his belt. Ah, we have an option here. Take the sword, take the bag, or keep walking. Sword, bag, or walk.
Take the sword.
Sword.
This sounds familiar, does it, Strawberry? The Saurian reckons take the sword. Brian says bag. So when you get a song, an earworm, going in your head, do you have any techniques to get rid of them?
Jack and Coke helps.
It just makes it worse. It just makes me start singing. I can try and put another catchy song in my head.
What I end up doing is I'll look up that line or that song on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I start going down this rabbit hole of songs. Then I
Oh,
spend
yeah.
the whole night being a DJ for myself.
Done it many
I
times.
spend 5-6 hours just listening to like everything I can think of.
Yeah. And then you think, oh shit.
I go from Neil Diamond to Beethoven to Judas Priest to AC/DC. You know.
No, Saurian's got a serious man. I mean, Sven Filker, I am not going to rickroll myself. No, Saurian's got a good method. Meditating for 30 hours straight while fasting and studying the Book of the Dead. It's the only way to remove a pop song from your head.
That sounds like a song lyric, actually.
Problem is, I can't listen to a song at the moment because I'm streaming, so I'm stuck with Rasputin in my head. There are worse songs than Rasputin. Right, we're tied at well, hang on. No, we're at 3-2 at the moment. 3 for sword, 2 for bag. Any other votes? So 3 say take the sword, 2 say take the bag, 1 says keep moving. Grim Squirrel says sword. And nobody says keep moving, sorry. So 4 sword, 2 bag, no keep moving. So 6 votes so far from 13 people. I'm a terrible singer, so yeah. You don't want me singing. You really don't. Yes, Brian. Yes, it might have a magic wand. It might have 100 gold pieces. It might have. It might be a bag of devouring. It might be a bag of tricks. Or a bag of beans. Bag of holding. Could contain a sphere of annihilation. You put your hand in it and you lose your hand. Didn't you chaps climb into the sphere of annihilation?
I did.
Yes, you did. And you did, Joker. And you did. So did Iman. You're finishing that with this weekend, aren't you?
Yeah.
Good.
They're kindly starting it early, so I've got time to walk up to the old house.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. It's quite a walk for you to that pub, isn't it?
Not that long.
About 20 minutes, I thought. 20 minutes.
Yeah. Half hour at most.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we are going for the sword. 5 people said sword. That won the vote. 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then I let him go again. You sing that in America. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again. Why did you let him go? Because he bit my finger, sir. All right, cheers, Jeb. Cheers, Jeb. The sword was forged long ago by a master swordsmith using the finest steel. You cut it through the air and marvel at its workmanship and fine balance. You have found a legendary Doom sword. Do we take the Doom sword or do we keep our own sword? We have a choice.
Take
Doom
the Doom
sword.
sword.
Take the two.
Sounds cool, doesn't it?
We can pretend we're Elric or something.
I was gonna say we've got to learn something by now about Doom swords.
Doom. Doom. Something I forgot to mention on our stream about dodgy characters on Wednesday. Do any of you guys, when watching a TV show, film, or reading, do you ever root for the bad guys? Or do you always want the good guys to win?
You're asking the
All
wrong
the
person
time.
here.
Because most of the time, I think the good guys are douchebags.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The amount of times I've wanted the bad guys to win. It depends. It depends whether the good guys are genuinely likable. Because quite often, yeah,
No, the thing is, if you hate the bad guys, they're good at doing their job. That means they're good.
yeah.
Yep. The best bad guy.
If they're a bad guy and you don't attach to them, then they're not that good.
Yep.
Mm.
When they make you
Hello,
dislike
Jerry.
the bad guy, they did a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch a murder mystery and you think, I hope they get away with it. You know they never will. You know that Miss Marple or Agatha Christie or Hercule Poirot or Sherlock Holmes is going to catch them in the end. But if they're thinking, I want to get away with it this time.
Yep.
Nobody does it better than Columbo, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Stacy Keach did Mike Hammer. That was a good one too. That was back
King
in
Charles-
the 80s.
Mercurius is a monarchist and supporter of King Charles II, saint and martyr. I quite like King Charles. I think King Charles II had the right sort of attitude after 12 to 15 years of absolute hell in Britain. Cromwell was the bad guy, yes, very much so. I used to want the bad guys to win in Oh, Charles the First. No, I think Charles II was a good guy. Charles the First was a knob, but so was Cromwell. They were both knobs.
Okay.
Thought Charles the First and Cromwell were both as bad as each other, but Charles II I liked. Yeah, I wanted the bad guys to win in Scooby Doo once in a while. Sven Filker, that's cool. What's your weapon of choice as a Viking, though? Are you a man with an axe? Which king of England was the biggest knob, though? There's a good argument for Henry VI to have been the worst king of England. John was crap. Henry VI.
Closely followed by Henry VIII and his mistreating of women.
Henry VIII was really good for the first 20 odd years. Then he got injured and got fat and developed, became psychotic. King Arthur wasn't real, sadly.
His idea of running the country wasn't the best either.
Yeah, well, that's what all part of him going mad, wasn't it? All part of him going mad. I mean, he was for the first 20 odd years. He was decent. Who else was a crap monarch? Richard III. Richard III was a bell end. Who else wasn't very good?
Ethel the Unready.
Ethelred, yeah, he wasn't the wisest. Edward the Confessor made some big mistakes. William Rufus apparently was a bit of a knobhead. Edward II was weak. Edward I was hardcore. I'm going to say my favourite king of England is probably Edward III. He was badass. Liked him. I liked Charles II. James II was a bit of a knob. Edward IV was a good warrior king. And of course, Henry V. Anyway, where did we get to? We've got our sword. Right. So we're keeping the Doom sword. We have an option now to pick up the bag or keep on walking. Bag or walk.
Bag.
Bag or walk, fellas.
Bag.
James I went bonkers. Elizabeth I she was hard.
Oh, that's a good film. Madness of King George.
Yeah, King George. He wasn't mad though. He was ill. He got porphyria, hadn't he?
Have you seen that film though?
No, I haven't.
It's done by the awesome Nigel Hawthorne.
Oh, Baggins. I mean, Cromwell and his son, was it his son? Richard Cromwell? He was crap as well. Edward the First, yeah.
I think he was one of the Nigel Hawthorne's last big TV show film he did before his passing.
Good actor, Nigel Hawthorne.
Very talented.
Edward I, also known as Longshanks, because of his height.
Certainly wasn't for any other bonuses.
Edward I, well, he was hard. He'd have had good stats in D&D. Beat the crap out of William Wallace. Arthur wasn't real. Yeah, it's a cool story, but he wasn't real. So I'm guessing we're going for the bag because I think only Straw Piglet wants to walk on. Everyone else is going.
Bag.
24. You thought Excalibur was a documentary.
God knows what they think of Lady of the Light then.
To be honest, there's every chance that his story was based on stories told of pre-Saxon kings, but we've got no evidence, no proof that he ever lived or that whatever was. We nearly had a King Arthur because Henry VIII's older brother was called Arthur. He would have been King Arthur, but he died young. It feels like there are two items in the bag, a small ball and a small cube. You loosen the string and empty the contents of the bag into your hand. They're a solid brass ball etched with a dragon motif and a bone dice. You put both items in your backpack. So we've got a brass ball to go with our copper ball. And a bone
Four
dice.
balls.
No, we need our balls of steel.
That's the third one.
Great balls of fire.
Hell yeah.
One, 4, 5. Let's sneeze. Excuse me.
Bless you. Or Gesundheit.
Gesundheit. This corridor soon comes to a dead end. There's a trapdoor against the wall that lifts up to reveal a dark spiral-shaped chute. Do we slide down the chute or do we walk back to the cavern? Slide down the chute or walk back?
Let's go for a slide.
Might as well die. I just keep thinking of Grimtooth's traps.
Slippy, slidey, slide.
Exacabir. Exacacabir.
Brian, either spikes or that blade in the middle to split us right up the, you know what.
Well, slide down the chute or turn back.
Yes, slide.
We've got 2 votes for shoot, 3 votes for shoot with you two, and 2 votes for walk. 3-2 at the moment on the Saurian's vote. Anybody else going to vote? Yeah, we have got some lurkers. A few lurkers. Sure, Piglet just says no, he didn't want to vote. Jerry says shoot. There we go. And he has 4 now for shoot, 2 for return. Still 5 lurkers because we've gained someone and lost somebody. Hello, goodbye, whatever that was. Right, we stood at a chute, Straw. We can either slide down the chute, or we can retrace our steps. Go all the way back. We'll say that dungeon book did mention the chute, if you remember. Oh, okay. Let's go for retrace. So we're at 3-3. I'm just going to sit here and wait for the tie to be broken. Good night.
Or waiting on chat.
The
You
book
might-
didn't say it was good. It just told us what was there. Okay. Straw says follow the book. So Straw has changed his mind. Right. Okay. If Straw changes his mind, it gives Book an advantage, and we get out of shoot. And I have just dropped my vape on the floor because I'm a bellend.
Hmm.
I don't know where it's bounced to. I'll have a look for it when I've given you the next choice. Right. 329. You slide down the shaft and land in the new tunnel, unaware that your backpack is crawling with cockroaches. If you have any provisions remaining, the cockroaches gnaw their way through 2 of them. Little bastards. Before you notice and shake them out. Looking south, you see the tunnel ends almost immediately at a doorway. Looking north, you see a door in the right-hand wall some 30 meters ahead. Do we open the door in the south wall or do we head north? The book didn't mention anything about the south door. It showed what was north. So
Let's go south.
north or south? There's a door to the south and there's a door to the north 30 meters ahead. So you say south.
Yeah, so
Okay. I'm just going to try and find that vape I dropped while you're all deciding. I heard it hit my driving pedal plate and bounce, so it could have gone anywhere. Oh, there it is. There it is. Ah. And like an idiot, I've just spilt something. Is Dan cheat? Dan is probably cheating.
I would never cheat.
He's probably cheating. Hello, Kelsey. Hello, Kelsey. You there?
She's on register number 3 right now. Right now.
Kelsey, you there? Kelsey, was that you? Everyone's saying south anyway, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Actually,
Yes,
if I said south, she would say north. So
Well, yeah, that's what your children do. Exakakabir, yes, yeah, you need an Exakakabir in your game. Everyone needs some Exakakabir in their life. Everyone's saying south. You've got Brian and Jerry backing that up as well now. Right, okay. 222. 222. 222. There's a brass plate attached to the door. There's a small slot in the middle of it. There's a message etched in the brass plate above the slot which says, "Insert 1 gold piece to open the door." You try the handle and discover the door is locked. Do we put a gold piece in the slot, or do we ignore the door and go north?
put a gold piece in.
Joker?
Definitely.
Definitely. You're going for putting a popping a gold. We do have 4 gold, so
As quoted by Roy Orbison in Penny Arcade.
I've seen it. I've not seen it. Heard it. No, don't know. Don't know.
The Nickelodeon. Put another nickel in.
Haven't seen Mercurius since I dissed Charles the First.
They're never in the
realised
same
that.
place.
I mean, to be honest, I would have preferred Charles the First over Cromwell, because Cromwell was an absolute.
I think everybody would have preferred to avoid anything Cromwell did.
Yes, because we were, for just over a decade, a republic, and the people hated it. The people hated it. They wanted their kings back. Cromwell was a miserable bastard. You shall not have any fun. No. I should take all your fun away from you.
No, just
should
leave
lead.
that all for the girls.
You shall lead perfectly pure lives. No fun, no joy, no jollity, no.
Go on,
no
create a
laughing.
new word. You know you want to, John.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. And while we're at it, you won't be celebrating Christmas. Way to endear yourselves with the population. Ban everything they enjoy when their lives are already a bit crap, to say the least. Okay. If you want to put 1 gold piece in the slot, turn to 301. Now that's what we do. You hear the coin drop onto a metal plate on the other side of the door. You try the handle again, but it doesn't turn. The door remains firmly locked. You wait a while and hear footsteps approaching and what sounds like somebody picking up the coin from the plate. You bang on the door, but all that happens is you hear footsteps again, with whoever it is on the other side walking slowly away. Lose a luck point. We won't do that again. So you turn around and head north. Okay. You soon arrive at a heavy oak door set in a reinforced doorway in the right-hand wall. There's a key in the door and a brass plate attached to the front panel with a message etched on it that reads, "Do not open." Do we open it anyway, or do we keep walking?
Open it.
This one is the firewood room, according to the map. So I've drawn the map right. Open it, open it. Daniel, open or keep walking? Or neither. Do not open. Okay. So 2 votes for open, 2 votes now for keep walking. Do we need firewood? I don't know. It's a dragon. Keep walking. Okay.
No, it's a dog.
It's a dog. Yes, it's a dog. Woof, woof, woof.
I had to see why the dog was barking.
Right, we're by a door. It says "Don't open" on the door. According to my map I've drawn from that book, this is the firewood room. Do we open the door? Or do we keep walking?
Oh, hell yeah, I'm opening the door.
Okay, okay. We're at 4 for keep walking, 3 for open at the moment. Anybody else want to vote?
Can we walk in with full bladders just in case we need to put it out?
I don't know. No, we know Kelsey's not home. Palmetto reckons we open it. You've been rumbled. You've been rumbled, Dan. I said hello to Kelsey and she didn't reply. You didn't even attempt to mimic her, did you, Dan?
Like I said, she's on register 3 right now. Actually,
What is
register 1.
What's register 1? I don't know what that is.
She's at work at the grocery store.
Ah, right. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Straw Piglet reckons open it. Okay, we're now at 5 for open, 4 for walk. I don't know King Eric Knutson, but anyone called Knutson is cool in my book.
You have Coxon. There you go. Coxon. We got that family.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you'd already voted, had you? Sure. Oh, you said open it. Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, you did. Yeah, well owned up. Thank you for owning up. Certain people wouldn't own up. Certain people try to grab extra votes, don't they, Daniel?
What? It wasn't me.
Dixon cider, yes. Right, so we have 16 people in chat. Open the door or keep walking. Those of you... Oh, Jerry says open. Do I have... No, Jerry hasn't voted yet. I might have to start, though, just checking to see if people are trying to get in sneaky double votes. Because I think that's been done a few times. Someone's put in an early vote and then sat there for a couple of minutes and then just gone, he won't spot if I vote again. I know people have done that. Yeah. Yeah. I've caught people doing that before. Listen, I don't care. I don't care. We're at 5 for open, 4 for walk on. Any more votes? No, anyone can sound off about our monarchy. I mean, I'm not someone who gets precious about it. They're there to be criticised, supported as you choose. I happen to think that they're, on balance, a good thing. I think they make our islands a lot of money and give us a certain quaintness, which enhances reputation. There's plenty of people that disagree with me. They can sod off, as far as I'm concerned.
I'll be going.
Daniel, what do you think of our monarchy?
Well, centuries ago, it was necessary. Now, they're just figureheads that you guys waste your tax money on.
That's one of the misconceptions. They make us money. Our monarchy makes us money.
Okay, how so?
I do not believe we would have the tourist industry that we do have without the monarch.
Okay, there is that.
Still being a monarchy.
But how much money does your country spend on them?
Not a lot, because they pay taxes and they earn money for the country.
Okay. Well, see, that's my opinion, but I don't live in your country and know the ins and outs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, I'm not a big fan of King Charles. I think he's got better since he became king. I think he was a bit of an arse before that.
Yeah.
But I keep dropping things on the floor. But I think he was a bit of an arse before that. But that's just.
I don't think he was ever really an arse. It was the women that kept telling him what to do with the bitches.
Yeah. I mean, he's always been a bit odd. I think William will be a good king. I do think William will be a good king. Yeah, I agree with you, Brian, there. I agree with Brian. Knights in play now.
I mean, come on. King Charles can't be that bad because he slept at Spike Milligan's at one point, and if Spike Milligan could call him a grovelly little bastard and get away with it.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's got a sense of Charles has got a sense of humour.
Oh yeah, he loved the goons.
So,
but no, his dog-faced Camilla. That's the problem.
I think she's all right. So we're going for the door then.
So's a box of cement for a builder.
Yeah, true. If you want to open the door, turn to 162. You unlock the door and turn the handle. The door bursts open and you are immediately struck by a giant tongue that whips out from a huge mouth lined with the long, spiked teeth of a multi-eyed creature. Its head is pressed hard against the door frame, filling it completely. You are staring into the slavering mouth of a terrifying blood beast.
Guess it's not the fire room.
No.
Hello.
Hello, yes. Roll 2 dice. It's a skill check. We've passed it. 220. You just manage to jump out of the way of the long tongue as it lashes out to snare you. When it recoils into the blood beast's gaping maw, ready to strike again, you seize your chance and slam the door shut in its face. There's a noxious smell of gas coming from the blood beast's lair. You lock the door for good measure and head north. Okay. The tunnel leads to a steep flight of steps going up, which end at a trapdoor. You push the trapdoor up, relieved it isn't locked, and climb into a small room that appears to be a storage room full of old furniture covered with a thick layer of dust. That book was lying. There was a door on the right-hand wall with a key in the lock. Do we open the furniture drawers or do we open the door? Do we open the furniture drawers or do we open the door?
Furniture drawers.
Yeah.
I need to get my vaping stuff again. Oh.
Mm.
I'm going to try this one. Draw or door? So what did you two say?
Drawer.
Draw.
Draw. You both said draw. Okay. So that's a choice. Draw or door? Chat. Draw or door? Okay, everyone else is saying draw? Looks like it's the draw we're going for. Okay. Turn to 397. You discover a tin in one of the drawers that rattles when you shake it. You prise the lid off and find a gold key with the number 90 stamped onto it. Pleased with your find, you walk over to the door to leave the room. Key 90. Finding lots of interesting bits and pieces. Okay. 82. I feel we're getting quite a long way into this now. Don't you?
Aye.
All right. You unlock the door and walk out of the room into a narrow corridor. You look right to see that the corridor soon ends in a blank wall. Look left to see the corridor heads north for a while before turning left. You decide to go north, turning left and heading west until you come to a junction. Looking straight ahead, you see that the corridor carries on for some distance into the gloom. Looking right, you see there's somebody up ahead lying on the floor, propped up against the wall, groaning. He's holding a warhammer in his lap. It's Thump. Did we make a bond with Thump? Yes, we did. 233. Hello, Thump.
Oh dear. So.
You run to the dwarf's aid to see there is a dagger sticking out of his back and blood seeping from his leather armor. He coughs. He sees you and coughs. "What took you so long to get here?" he says slowly, spitting blood, his face contorted with pain. "I'm done for, my friend. I'm not sure who did it. It might have been the ice cold assassin or that slime rat Usman Coe. I never trusted either of them. Curses to them. It's too late for me, but there are some things in my pockets that you'll want. Take them. And under my helmet, there's His eyes suddenly widen as he draws his last breath and slowly exhales. His head slumps forward, and you realize there's nothing you can do for poor Thump. You find 2 gold pieces in one pocket and 2 charms in the other pocket. One a 4-leaf clover and the other a small horseshoe.
Cool.
2 gold. 4-leaf clover. Horseshoe. Now we have a question of, do we look under his helmet?
Yes.
Or do we carry on walking? Do we examine Thump's helmet, or do we keep walking?
Helmet. Definitely.
Grim Squirrel wants to examine Thump's helmet.
Wait. Yeah. Is it a purple helmet?
It doesn't say it's purple here.
Okay.
Oi, oi, oi. Anyone else? Brian says keep walking. Zwinfilka says helmet. I think Dan said helmet. What did you say? Helmet or walk?
Helmet.
Joker? Helmet. So with 3-1. Yes. Cheeky blighter from Blighty.
Oh, John, that's one thing I've been wanting to ask you to do.
What's that?
About 1.5 years or 2 years ago,
Yeah.
you did a video about all the weird names from Descent to the Depths of, or Queen of Dim.
Oh yeah.
Repost that.
You want me to repost that one? Okay.
I just don't have the patience to go back and find it.
Okay.
I thought it was very entertaining, and I think some of the new people would like that.
Well,
Was that our weird street names?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Cockermouth.
No, well, that wasn't the. It was one of the first adventures ever written that got a load of pre-generated characters with very weird names.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
But they all meant something.
they're all British slang.
They're all old British slang, though, going back a lot of archaic, forgotten words, which actually mean something. So, and when you look into that, it's actually very interesting the depths that Gygax had gone to look them all up. Well, we found out which book he got them from, basically. But you're not wrong there, Coco. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not
Oh,
wrong.
wow. Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't take them.
Right, we're examining Thump's helmet anyway. 322. You lift Thump's helmet off his head and see a gold key nestled in his thick hair with the number 180 stamped on it. Thank you, Thump. So we've got a ring with 111, key 90, key 180. I'm wondering if there's going to be a key 270 and a key 360 as well. You put it in your pocket and head north along the corridor. Sector 6. It's not long before the corridor enters a T-junction where it joins a wide passageway. You look left and right and see nothing unusual or of interest. Do we go left or do we go right? Left or right? Left or right?
Right.
What did you say, Joker?
Left.
Left. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
And
Left or right?
Daniel's done his membership this week.
Daniel, good lad. Good lad.
That's for the reposting.
I get the
I'll
hint.
get you everywhere.
I get the. How many videos have I done? I mean,
A lot. That's why I don't
A
want to
lot,
go
a
back
lot,
through.
lot.
I've done 274 videos. I've done 58 shorts and 329 live streams. Oh, I've been full of shit, haven't I? Oh dear. So let's see if I can find it. I've got it, Dan. I've found it.
Thank you. I'd rather
There it is.
spend.
I've put it in chat, Dan.
Cool.
Draw Piglet. What did I miss? Draw. We've done that already. Done that. We've done that. We go left then. We're going left. Turn to 70. Okay. You set off west and notice that the passageway becomes wider and the ceiling becomes higher. The passageway soon makes a sharp right turn and you walk north for a while before arriving at a doorway in the left-hand wall. There are bloody footprints in front of the door and the handle is covered with fresh blood. Do we open this door or do we press on? Straw, that's a link to a video I did regarding the names that were used in the Against the Giants modules.
It's really good. You got to watch it.
Thank you. Thank you. So do we press on or do we open this bloodied door?
Open the door.
Open the door. Joker?
Door.
We have two doors here. Do we have gloves? Don't think so. We do have a doom sword, yes. Sword of doom.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Straw Piglet. Are you really a germaphobe, Straw Piglet? In which case, how often do you clean your keyboard? Computer keyboards are absolute hotbeds for germs.
Oh, my God.
Filth.
You can plant potatoes on my keyboard. Flashbang works. Open it. Sword.
Anybody else voting? We do seem to be leaning towards opening the door at the moment. The fact that that's had some votes and no one's bothered voting the other one. I'm going to stream for another 10 minutes or so before I go to bed. I'm going to warn you that. Forewarn you. Door. Okay, another vote for door. Right, we're all going door. I get the hint. 359. Goose drank wine. Monkey took you back on the streetcar line. The line broke. Monkey got choked on the oar. Little rowboat. Clap, clap. That was 369. So I got my lyrics wrong. You wipe the blood off the handle with a piece of cloth and open. There we go. He's a germaphobe as well. And open the door. Inside, you see a man in chainmail armor lying face down on the floor. There is no sign of life. His broken sword and shield are lying by his side. Do we search the body or do we close the door and head north? Search the body.
Yep.
Search.
You reckon go back, Joker? Okay.
Search.
Oh, search. Okay. Two searches there. Straw says search. Loot the body. Indeed. Svinfilka says search. Brian says search. I have 6 votes so far for search. No votes for leave. I think we can safely say that we're searching. 185. Making progress. When you reach down to roll the body over, it suddenly twitches into life. The man sits up and stares at you with wide open, bloodshot eyes. He has a maggot-ridden face with a black tongue hanging out of his gaping mouth. He stands up and you see that the man is a ghoul.
Nice.
He reaches out to slash you with his long claws, and you must fight it. Okay. Oh, I've closed my... oh, no, I haven't closed the window. I've got it open in another one somewhere. There it is.
We can still see it.
Yeah, I just had to reopen it on my screen. Okay, let's go back to our dice. Yes, he's attacking us. We're fighting him. He's got attack skill of 8 and stamina 7. We've got attack skill of 9 and stamina 15. So we have a 1 point advantage. We win that round. We win that round. One more.
Nice.
Oh, straight away. Boom. 255. There is nothing in the room that is of use to you other than the shield. If you don't already have a shield, you sling it over your shoulder and leave the room to head north. Okay, we have a shield. That's okay. There are tons of stuff. Turn to 154. Yeah, boy, indeed. You walk on for some distance and see a small man with a long grey beard sitting cross-legged on the floor, leaning back against the tunnel wall. As you get closer, you see he is a gnome and that he is chained to the wall by his ankle. There's a sign fixed to the wall above his head that says, "Free food." You ask him what the free food is, and he replies, gnome voice time, "Me. I'm the free food. I've been left out here for the Raptorex to eat. One of the troll guards put up that sign, and it's not funny."
Sorry.
Do we try to free the gnome or do we leave him and walk on?
Free the pint size.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 votes for free him here. I'm free to do what I want any old time. Free dinner indeed. Free dinner is good. I came home from work tonight to a dinner consisting of steak, chips, and garlic bread, and a couple of samosas,
Nice.
all prepared by my good lady wife. And she'd followed some instructions to cook steak medium rare, and done it absolutely magnificently. It was delicious. Good on her.
We're having chili.
I like a good chili. I do love
Yeah.
a good chili.
But no, that's a really good meal there, John. That's awesome.
Mm.
Especially medium rare.
Medium rare, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It was delicious.
My wife likes it well done, and I mean charred. And then she
Mine,
puts
mine does as well.
ketchup on it.
Mm.
I told her I wanted divorce. The first time she did that, I was like, I'm done. This is stupid. Yeah.
I put some spicy barbecue sauce on the chips.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Must be a woman thing, Grim, because my daughter doesn't eat steak. She had chicken instead. My son loves steak, and he likes it the same way as me. He likes it nice and juicy and pink in the middle, medium rare. Sort of sear it around the edges and have it nice and pink in the middle. About 3 minutes on each side, something like that. I think she said. Right, so we're going to free him. 109. This will be the last one I read. This book is obviously going to have to go on to next week, despite what I've written. The gnome looks very pleased when you tell him you're going to try to unlock the manacle binding his ankle. You'll need an iron key for the manacle. Any iron key will do. They're all the same down here, he says excitedly. Do we have an iron key? We've got 2 of them.
Just in case one breaks.
You search through your pockets and find the iron key you're looking for. The gnome whoops for joy when you free him and gives you a gold piece as a reward. If you're thinking of going north, don't. There's a lethal trap up ahead. Do we carry on heading north, or do we take the gnome's advice and turn around?
Ignore the gnome.
You want to ignore the gnome?
Nah. Listen to the gnome.
Ignore the gnome, or okay, we've got 2 people saying take his advice.
That's what I'm thinking.
We did make it to next week. Yes, we did, by the looks of things. I was going to do something different next week, but now it looks like we're going to be playing this book again. That's 5 votes for Taker's advice. That's going to win. Yeah, how do they not search? Well, yeah. So, next week, we will start from 375. We have survived this week.
Not even finding out what happens with the gnome, with taking or not taking.
No, we're not going to. No. You spin me right round, baby. Right round. Baby, right round. Round. What a tune that is.
Yep.
What a tune that is. What a weird individual Pete Burns was. But damn fine song. He was a bit of a tortured soul, isn't he? So,
Thankfully, not as weird as Marilyn Manson, but that's another documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, I'm going to get off because I've got work tomorrow.
All right. Thanks for running, John.
I've got a busy weekend of work ahead, I'm afraid. My only free time this weekend will be spent playing in Bears game tomorrow night because I'll be playing Codex Albana, which will be streamed. So work all day tomorrow, gaming all tomorrow evening, Bears game, then work all day Saturday and work all night Saturday. Sunday. Work all night Sunday and work all day Sunday. So, and then I've got Monday and Tuesday off. So, yeah, great.
Cool.
Right. Cheers. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Joker.
Yeah.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
See some of you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
I hopefully and Ernie's game as well on Sunday.
Yep. Both.
Aye.
Yeah, both morning games. Yep.
Yeah.
So lots of gaming this weekend. Enjoy.